Welcome to a journey of exploration, where we delve into the intriguing concept of embracing risk for reward. Imagine standing at the edge of a precipice, the wind in your hair, your heart pounding. That feeling, that adrenaline rush, that's the essence of risk. It's a leap of faith into the unknown, a venture into uncharted territories. But why do we do it? We do it for the thrill of the reward. It's the glittering prize at the end of the road, the sweet taste of success after a journey fraught with challenges. This concept is not just pivotal for entrepreneurs, it's a universal truth for anyone who dreams of achieving great things. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore the intricate dance between risk and reward, learning why it's so vital and how it can open doors to a world of possibilities. So, join us as we delve into the world of risk and reward, where every decision can lead to a world of opportunities. Many people see risk as something to avoid, but is it really? Let's dive deeper into the concept of risk. At its core, risk is the potential for loss. We encounter risk in all walks of life, from crossing the street to investing our hard-earned money. But risk isn't just about the possibility of loss. It's also about the potential for gain. Therein lies the inherent dichotomy of risk. It can be both a threat and an opportunity. Understanding this dual nature of risk is crucial. When we perceive risk solely as a threat, it becomes a barrier, paralyzing us into inaction. But when we see risk as an opportunity, it propels us to take calculated chances, spurring growth and innovation. So how does our perception of risk influence our decision-making process? Well, every decision we make involves some degree of risk. Even the decision to avoid risk is, ironically, a risk in itself, as we may miss out on potential opportunities. The key lies in weighing the potential loss against the potential gain. This is where risk management comes into play. It's about identifying, assessing, and prioritizing risks. By doing so, we can make informed decisions that balance the potential for loss with the potential for gain. Risk, then, is not inherently good or bad. It's a neutral concept that takes on the value we assign to it. It's like a coin with two sides. One side represents potential loss, the threat. The other side represents potential gain, the opportunity. The side of the coin that we focus on shapes our perception of risk. If we focus on the threat, we see risk as something to avoid. But if we focus on the opportunity, we see risk as something to embrace. So, as we see, risk isn't just about potential loss, it's also about potential gain. It's about weighing the pros and cons, making informed decisions, and ultimately, embracing the opportunity that risk presents. Now that we've talked about risk, let's turn our attention to the other side of the coin: reward. Reward is a fascinating concept. It's that glimmering pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, the carrot that keeps us moving forward, the beacon that guides us through the fog of uncertainty. Rewards could be tangible, like a hefty profit margin, a promotion, or a new business deal. These are the rewards that you can touch, see, and feel. They're often what we think of first when we hear the word reward. But there's another kind of reward, the intangible kind. These are the rewards that you can't hold in your hand, but that doesn't make them any less real or valuable. These could be the satisfaction of a job well done, the thrill of solving a complex problem, the joy of watching your idea come to life, or the sense of accomplishment that comes from achieving a long-held goal. These intangible rewards can be just as motivating, if not more so, than their tangible counterparts. They're the rewards that feed our soul, that make us feel alive, that push us to stretch beyond our comfort zones and reach for the stars. Now, why are rewards important? Well, they're what make risks worth taking. They're the why behind the what. They're the reason we get out of bed in the morning, the reason we push through when the going gets tough, the reason we're willing to step into the unknown. But here's the catch. Not all rewards are created equal. Some are bigger, some are smaller, some are immediate, some are delayed, some are certain, some are uncertain. It's our job to weigh these factors, to assess the potential reward against the potential risk. Understanding the potential rewards can help us make informed decisions about which risks are worth taking. This is the essence of risk-reward analysis, the art and science of making smart choices in the face of uncertainty. And that, my friends, is what embracing risk for reward is all about. Now that we understand risk and reward, the question becomes, how do we embrace risk for reward? Let's break it down. First, we need to assess potential rewards. When contemplating a risk, it's crucial to identify what we stand to gain. Is the potential reward worth the risk? Will it move us closer to our goals? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves. Understanding the risk-reward ratio is another vital strategy. In business and life, the risk-reward ratio is a simple way to compare the expected returns of an investment to the amount of risk undertaken to capture these returns. It's about balancing the potential for gain against the potential for loss. Now, managing risk. It doesn't mean avoiding risk entirely. Instead, it involves identifying, assessing, and taking steps to reduce risk to an acceptable level. It's about making smart decisions, not taking blind leaps. Risk management strategies might include diversifying investments, setting a stop-loss order in trading, or even something as simple as wearing a seatbelt when driving. But embracing risk isn't just about strategies, it's also about mindset. Cultivating a mindset that embraces risk can be transformative. This mindset sees risk not as a threat, but as an opportunity for growth and advancement. It's about shifting from a fear-based perspective to one of courage and curiosity. Remember, embracing risk doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind. It means understanding that without risk, there can be no reward. It's about stepping out of our comfort zones, challenging ourselves, and making the tough decisions that can lead us to success. And remember too, that failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. Each risk we take, each failure we experience, is an opportunity to learn and grow. Embracing risk isn't about being reckless. It's about making informed decisions that can lead to greater rewards. So, let's step into the unknown, let's embrace the risk, and let's reap the rewards. Because after all, fortune favors the brave. To bring these concepts to life, let's look at some real-life examples. Picture this: a young computer programmer named Mark Zuckerberg, sitting in his Harvard dorm room, decides to take a leap of faith and drop out of university to focus full-time on a little project called Facebook. The risk was immense, but the reward? Well, we all know how that story ends. Now consider Richard Branson, the daredevil entrepreneur behind the Virgin Group. His life has been a series of calculated risks, from starting a record business in a church to launching an airline with no prior experience. His audacious approach to business has made him one of the most successful entrepreneurs of our time. And then there's Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She invested her entire life savings into an idea that people initially laughed at. Today, Spanx is a multi-million-dollar business, and Blakely is one of the wealthiest self-made women in the world. But what can we learn from these stories? First, that risk is a necessary part of success. Each of these entrepreneurs took significant risks, and it paid off. Zuckerberg risked his education, Branson risked his money, and Blakely risked her savings. They all faced potential failure, but instead of letting fear hold them back, they embraced the risk and reaped the rewards. Second, these stories teach us that it's crucial to believe in your vision, even when others don't. All three entrepreneurs faced skepticism and doubt, but they didn't let it deter them. They believed in their ideas and were willing to take the risk to make them a reality. And finally, these examples highlight the importance of resilience. Each of these entrepreneurs faced obstacles and setbacks, but they didn't give up. They kept going, kept pushing, and ultimately, their perseverance paid off. As these stories illustrate, embracing risk for reward can open up a world of opportunities. We've explored the concept of embracing risk for reward, but the journey doesn't end here. In fact, it's just beginning. Every decision you make, every risk you take has the potential to lead to great rewards. It's all about perspective. So step out of your comfort zone, challenge the status quo, and seek opportunities where others see obstacles. Share your stories, your triumphs, and even your failures. They all contribute to the richness of the journey. Remember, by embracing risk, you open the door to potential rewards. So dare to take that step and see where your journey leads you.